Hello, YouTube. This is a new series. Can't say when the next episode this will be, since this is the only character I have in Borderlands 1 or 2 that's max level. But, what we're doing here is I just respec to do this. But I'm gonna show you guys my setup. I can't unequip my current class mod. Well, I'm gonna show you guys a couple different builds. And I guess I'm gonna try and explain as best as I can. And obviously we're starting off with the action skill. Gain the ability to send Bloodwing out to attack an enemy and then return. Now this has a cooldown of 28 seconds, and you're probably thinking, well, that's actually a pretty lame action skill. Well, trust me. In the 3 different setups I'm about to show you, or maybe it's only gonna be 2, I'm not sure. I know for a fact I'm gonna show you my favorite way to play Mordecai, and another pretty popular and effective way to play him. We'll spec him, I guess. And this is actually meant for people who are new to this series, or more specifically new to Borderlands 1, like you played Borderlands 2 or the pre-sequel or both, and you're like, oh, well, I want to go back and play where it all began. And you can't find a good guide. And you want to play Mordecai, you just can't find a good guide anywhere. Because Borderlands 1 didn't get a lot of YouTube attention, it really didn't. So what we're going to start here is with the gunslinger skill tree. Deadly, increases critical hit damage. This is a great skill, you want this skill, you want to go all 5 into it. Regardless if you're playing a gunslinger build or a sniper build. Because as it says, that's just critical hit damage, 30%. Now, some people I've heard complain about additive, but it's like, come on. Is a plus 30% to your critical hit damage bad? No, it's great. Now, gun crazy. Oh, that didn't feel healthy. I probably shouldn't be sitting here shirtless with my fan on, the window open, fucking 1:17 in the morning. But anyways, gun crazy. Now this skill is misleading. When using pistols, you have a chance to fire 2 shots with each pull of the trigger instead of just 1. Now where this is misleading is that it's not like you're firing 2 bullets. Well, you are firing 2 bullets. But the way this is stated, it's like, oh, you're just firing 2 bullets at the same time. And that's consuming 2 ammo. But no, it doesn't actually say that. What's happening is you're basically getting a free shot out. So if you're going for a gunslinger, you want to get this. Riotous Remedy. Killing an enemy gives you chaotic health regeneration for a few seconds. One of the best kill skills in the game. Hands down. Because guess what? It stacks. And with 5 points in there, that's 15% stacking. Lethal Strike. Every melee increases melee damage, and every melee attack has a 35% chance to be a lethal strike and deal extremely high damage. This is bad. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Trust me, melee on... There's only one good melee character in Borderlands 1, and that's Brick. And I cannot wait for when I do that skill guide. But yeah, you're not gonna want this skill on Mordecai ever. You're not getting any benefit from it at all. Decreases the cooldown of Bloodwing, a good skill you want. Increases fire rate and magazine size with pistols. You want this if you're going gunslinger, hands down. This contributes to DPS in a way that most people don't even think about. Because that magazine size, that's less times you have to reload, more times you're shooting, therefore you're putting out more damage. And obviously fire rate, you're shooting faster. And then we have Relentless. Killing an enemy increases your fire rate and gives every bullet fired a 25% chance to be a killer shot and deal additional damage. This effect lasts a few seconds. Whoa. Okay, I'm having a bit of trouble here keeping my voice good. Anyways, yeah, this is a good skill. It increases your DPS. So yeah, if you're going to gunslinger build, you want all of this. Now, you may want trespass too because of the bullet damage increase, but that's only 5% at max. But the real reason you would want trespass if you're using something like a anaconda or something like that. That way you don't have to bother dealing with the shield, which is really good for dealing with guardians. Now, here, you're gonna want let's start with Swift Strike. Increases Bloodwing damage and movement speed. And I said earlier we're gonna get into what makes Mordecai's Bloodwing skill good. This is one of those skills that makes it good. Now this here you don't really need, but it can help when mobbing. In certain areas it can be kinda tough with any character. And yeah, swipe will make it easier because you're getting more ammo and you're healing. So yeah, you might want it, but you don't need it. But it can be helpful. Fast Hands is going to increase your DPS. Out for Blood. When Bloodwing strikes an enemy, you gain health based on the amount of damage done. This skill, as I said it before, we're getting into what makes Bloodwing good. With the right class mod, even if your opponent only has a slither of health left, your Bloodwing striking, because of the increase that this would get from a certain class mod, would bring you back to full. So yeah, that is a great skill. Ransack is just the exact same thing as Swipe. There's literally no reason to get both of these. And you're honestly better off going for Swipe. Aerial Impact. This skill is bad. The class mod I'm using is, it gives it a buff anyways, so +3, so I just put 2 points into it. And Daze can save you in a pinch, but really 5, you're not going to want to put 5 into this. It's not worth it. Now, Bird of Prey. You want that on Mordecai. Because that's 6 targets. That's 6 enemies getting hit. Their health is lowered. Their shields are down if you don't have Sniper. I mean Trespass. I read the name of the skill tree. I'm a fucking derp. So yeah, this is what you're going to want to see. And now after this point, you're going to want Focus for that increased accuracy. Smirk isn't great, to be honest. It's only good if you're leveling up, but this is a guide for when you're at level 69. This here, Killer, I find this to be great because, as you can easily tell, 40% damage plus 30% reload speed. That's a flat out increase to your fucking DPS. Because not only are you doing 40% more damage, but you're also reloading faster. And because of one of these skills over here, you're not reloading as often. That means that you have a pretty good fucking DPS going on. And if you had the Underdome and, what's the name DLC for? What's it called? It's like New Revolution or something like that. I heard that those DLCs give you 2 extra skill points each. So that means you would also be able to get Trespass. However, there's really nothing else here that's great. I'd suggest going straight for this. And this here would be the gunslinger build I would recommend. Actually, I'm gonna have to leave this video off here because my phone's getting low on battery. But yeah, I'll charge it up and show you guys a sniping build. Obviously, it's gonna be taking advantage of this. These are my proficiencies, by the way. They're not great. Shows how much I use Iridian weapons. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.